Welcome. My name is Maria, and I'm delighted that you're joining me for this practice tonight. You're very welcome to my home, and I hope that whatever time of day or night it is where you are, that you have carved out some time for this practice of relaxation and release. Tonight's practice has 3 parts to it, but it's not complicated. We're going to begin with a brief and gentle asana practice. Slow, restorative, mindful asana. And the idea there is just to move the blood, the lymph, the energy, and the breath in the body. In part to remind ourselves what amazing organisms we actually get to inhabit. And also to begin our practice of ahimsa, or non-harming or non-violence, at home, as it were, to extend that loving embrace to our own selves. You may want some blankets or yoga blocks. You'll see I have some there. Any kind of blanket or towel sometimes will work perfectly fine to help support some of these restorative poses. We'll then move into a yoga nidra, or yoga sleep, or yoga nap. It is a form of deep relaxation that involves a guided visualization. I will offer to anyone who would like bringing a sankalpa into this practice. A sankalpa is a positive affirmation, an intention, a wish, a hope for yourself or the world, and that can be incorporated into the yoga nidra. So there will be an opportunity to do that if you like. If not, no worries, not required. And don't worry about falling asleep during the yoga nidra. That's perfectly fine if you do. But in order to transition us from the yoga nidra to the final meditation, I have my singing bowl. So no worries. There will be a reminder that we're moving to our final piece of the practice, which is a loving kindness meditation, also known as metta in the Buddhist tradition. And the idea here is we can come to such a luscious feeling of peace and boundless love and unity when we relax in the yoga nidra. And what would the world be like if we could bring that feeling back into our daily lives, back into our relationships with other people and with the planet? So that's the idea of the loving kindness meditation to conclude. So let's get started. Again, welcome. So we'll take a moment just to sit, any comfortable position, just to allow ourselves to come into the room, to come into this space. Let go of whatever weighs you down, pulls at you for just the time of this practice. So let's just take a moment. We'll close the eyes. We'll allow the spine to be tall, the crown of the head to float. And just begin to watch the breath for a few moments here. Allowing the breath to be as it is. Allowing the body to be as it is. Allowing the world to be as it is. And if you like, you may join me in a falling out breath. That is breathing in through the nose and releasing through the mouth as loudly and as fully as you like. It looks and sounds like this. Inhaling and releasing. Let's try one of those together. We'll inhale and release. Letting go. And now, if you like, you can join me in a traditional chanting of the Om. You may join me vocally and verbally. You may join me silently. You may choose not to join me. All is wonderful. And now gently open the eyes. And we'll move to our gentle asana practice. I'm going to move back and speak a little bit more loudly. We'll begin standing at the top of the mat for a gentle version of sun salutations, just to begin warming and moving the body. So we will stand in mountain pose, gently directing the tailbone down without tucking under, allowing the crown of the head to lift, and perhaps feeling the work in the front of the legs and the feet as we stand in this position. Bringing hands to the heart in Anjali mudra, and we'll take a breath here. And then gently raise the arms, reaching. Again, gentle is the watchword here. Nothing strained, nothing stressed. Bending the knees, bringing the belly to the thighs, keeping the knees bent in the standing forward fold, Uttanasana. Let the head release, let the shoulders release. A breath here. And now we'll step the right foot back. If the low lunge is not for you, feel free to come to hands and knees. Either way, just rest down into the mat. Allow the breathing to flow. And then whether you're on hands or knees or low lunge, we're going to step back to plank on the hands and knees. If this is not enough for you, you feel you need a little bit more, you can curl the toe and lift one knee and lower. Curl the toe and lift the other knee. You will presumably there feel the core and abdomen working. And now lowering down, gentle cobra. Fingers are even with the shoulders, elbows into the ribs, gently lifting the head and the chest and lower. A breath in and out here. See if anything has become tense now, the shoulders, the jaw. We're going to curl the toes and we're going to keep the knees deeply bent as we come into down dog. So perhaps a comical down dog. This doesn't look normal, but see if you can keep the knees deeply bent and lengthen the back. And in your own time, if you want to gently press back one leg at a time, being very kind to the hamstrings and the backs of the knees. You can open the backs of the legs if you're ready for full down dog, extending back. Strengthen the fronts of the thighs. You may also remain with the knees bent and see how much you can open the back. I can even see myself on my screen where my back begins to round right there. See, with the knees bent, the back is longer. All right, from here, we'll step the right foot forward to the low lunge or to hands and knees. A breath here, and whether you're in hands and knees or in the lunge, we return to standing forward fold, knees bent, belly on the thighs. You may have the hands on the shins, the fingers may reach the mat. Release the upper body, draw in the abdomen, press down through the feet, and lift up. Bring the hands to the heart, and a breath. I can feel the sun salutation working. I live in the South, and we say begins. We glisten here in North Carolina. And a breath. Inhale, reaching, and then extending for the forward fold, knees bent. If you want to work into the back of the legs here, you can gently lift the hips as you relax the shoulders and the head, but don't do anything aggressive to the hamstrings here, the backs of the legs. And now stepping the left foot back for low lunge or hands and knees. If you're in the lunge, gently allowing the hips to sink. And then stepping back to our plank pose on hands and knees. And once again, if you like more, you can lift one knee at a time and work on core strength here. And now gently lower down to the mat. And we're going to now do two locust pose, bringing the arms down by our side, bringing the chin onto the mat. These are gentle but very, very wonderful back bending poses, the locust. First, relax and breathe out. Let the shoulders release, the belly. And now inhale and lift the legs and the arms at the same time. Try to keep breathing and find a position for your neck that is comfortable and not straining. And gently release. And you can come down onto the mat on the chin. A really nice move also, I have to take off my glasses, is to bring the left cheek to the mat. Now this requires some mobility in the neck, so be very careful here. Another position is the hands stacked underneath the forehead. This is very restful for the neck and shoulders. So wherever you are, take a few breaths and allow the relaxation from the back bend to travel through the front of the body. One more breath. And now coming back to center, we will do the locust pose again. Once again, relaxing first and breathing out. And now with the inhale, lift the legs, lift the arms. Reach the fingers back, reach the toes back. And release. If you turned to the left cheek before, turn to the right cheek this time. Again, stacking the hands underneath the forehead. Notice if there's any place right now that the body is holding tension. Without judging, just observe. One more breath here. And then curling the toes, lifting the hips. Once again, I'm starting with very deeply bent knees for down dog, lengthening the back, and then slowly straightening the legs, firming the fronts of the thighs, drawing the belly up to the navel. And now bringing the left foot forward for the low lunge or hands and knees. A breath here. The right foot forward. Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Last time here, let the head go. And now pressing through the feet, drawing up any belly, reaching up, and hands to the heart. Now I want to try a pose here that the teacher I learned it from, Laura Terry, calls the balance beam. Standing on the mat with your left foot directly behind the right. That's why it's called the balance beam. A gentle bend in the knees. Already, I'm feeling the challenge of the balance here. Might be a little harder on carpet than wood, I don't know. You can have the hands at the hips or in prayer position. And just watch the work of the feet in this pose. The knees are gently bent. The crown of the head is lifted. The tailbone, again, not tucked, but directed downward for length in the spine. And if you want more of a challenge, this is very easy. You can turn the head to the right and bring the gaze to the right, back to center and bring the gaze to the left. May feel like there's more work happening on the back foot. That's my sensation, but whatever it is, now let's release and let it go. Step out the feet, and we'll reverse that now, bringing the right foot directly behind the left foot, as if we're standing on a balance beam. Oh, the Olympics, my favorite sport. It's the balance beam. Gentle bend in the knees. Let the torso, the spine be long, and find a way to feel balanced here as the body adjusts in a very intelligent way to what we're asking it to do. Again, if you want a challenge, bringing the gaze to the left, back to center, and then to the right. All right, very good. Coming on to hands and knees. We'll do a little bit more for working the brain before we're going to give it a rest in the Yoga Nidra. Let's just do a few gentle cat-cows that are initiated from the tailbone, from the root chakra. So what we'll do is inhale. On the exhale, we begin rounding into cat, but we start with the tailbone and we let the shoulder and head follow until we're maybe looking at the mat, the thighs, the navel. And once again, for the inhale, we start from the tailbone. We're not curling it, we're extending it and allowing that motion to come through the entire spine. And once again, now we'll inhale here. And then on the exhale, starting with the base of the spine, the root chakra, the sacrum, allowing that curve to travel. And now inhaling, once again, starting from the tailbone and extending out. Maybe just slightly different from what we're used to doing. Let us extend the right foot back, making sure the hips are pointed, even and pointed downward to the mat. Lift the back leg, working on balance here, extending through the heel, and if you like, reaching through the left front arm. Lowering the hand, lowering the knee, and now to the left, extending the foot out. This may be where you stay in this pose and work on balance here. Lifting the leg, extending through the heel. This is where we stay. And you want another added challenge, extending the right arm. Feeling the energetic connection between the right fingers and the left heel. And then lowering the hand, lowering the leg. So we're now going to stand on the left hand and the left knee, bringing the right foot. We're moving into gate pose. We're going to then stand, bring the right foot around, if possible, flat. Maybe more on the inner part of the foot, but if you can, the entire sole of the foot on the mat, and then reach up to get a nice, wonderful opening through the chest. The work tonight seems to be balance. And release. And now I'm just going to switch sides. Coming on to the right hand and knee, the left foot extended, flat, or as the sole of the foot if you can. And then reach the left arm. Again, getting a nice stretch, but also some work on balance here. Definitely feel that. And release. All right. Now, for those promised poses where we will be using blankets or pillows. Let's come onto the back. Knees are bent gently, and have a pillow blanket perhaps nearby so you can grab them. We're going to move into Supta Baddha Konasana. So bound angle pose, but lying down. So we'll bring the big toes, the soles of the feet together, but we're going to shore up the outsides of the thighs with pillows and blankets. And if you want a roll or something under the neck or the head for any issues there, of course, you may do that as well. I'm going to be flat here. Arms out to the sides. And close the eyes. We'll be here for a minute or so. Take your time. You may still be adjusting cushions and blankets underneath the knees, but it's important to have the knees supported here. We're not trying to flatten the knees out to the floor tonight. Feel the body supported by the mat, by the blankets or towels or cushions. Could even be a yoga block if you've got one of those. Feel the palms of the hands open to the sky. Once again, just let the breath be. Allow the body to be. Noticing any tension in the body, again, observing, no judgment. Just becoming more mindful and aware of our patterns, our spots, our places where we hold on. And now a few more breaths here. And to come out of the pose, extend first the right leg, and then extend the left leg. If it's uncomfortable to lie flat on the back, it's okay to bend the knees up then. May even feel nice to bend the knees and do a gentle, very gentle windshield wiper back and forth with the knees. And then one more pose before we move to Yoga Nidra. And you have an option here. I'm going to show legs up the wall. You may also simply lie on the mat with the legs elevated. It may be knees over a blanket. It may be feet on the blanket and lying down. If you like, you have the option to do legs up the wall. This pose looks like this. We come parallel to the wall. It can be a little bit tricky to get into, but don't worry, you're doing it right. We lift our legs and bring them to the wall, and then you can see me scooching around on my elbows. My bum is not touching the wall. There is an angle. My legs are not straight up. You can have the legs bent. All of that is fine. And again, you can lie on the mat and simply elevate the legs as you lie back. It's deeply restorative to do inversions, as we all know, when we practice yoga. And this is a really particularly nice one. Be mindful of any sacrum issues or lower back issues. If this is not comfortable, please, the way we come out of this is simply to walk down the wall and come back onto our side. So again, lying with the legs up, whether it's the wall or on a blanket. Allow the chest to open. If you like, you can bring the arms into the cactus position, also known as mudra of compassion. And just release. Again, we'll be here for several breaths. Allowing the body to release. Relax. Feel supported. And in a few more breaths, we'll make our way out of this pose and prepare for Yoga Nidra, Yoga Sleep. So if you have the legs up the wall, just begin to just gently transition. Walk the feet down. We're rolling onto our side here. Easier to come out of this one than to come into it. We can rest for a moment here. There's no rush. Relaxing, releasing is what we're supposed to be doing right now. And in your own time, come lying on the back for Yoga, and make any adjustments that you need, the way you might in Shavasana, if you typically like to put a blanket or something under the knees, if you have something under the shoulders or neck, whatever will make you most comfortable resting. You can rest on the side. You don't have to come onto the back if that is not for you tonight. So allowing your body to sink into the mat. Allowing the body to be comfortable. You can move a little bit to let the body settle deeper in. Allow yourself to feel comfort. Nothing matters right now. Nothing has to happen. There's nowhere to go, only to rest. You don't have to worry if you don't hear everything I say. It's natural to flow in and out of consciousness or conscious hearing. The deepest part of you will hear what is needed. And whatever you experience, the practice will still work. There's no wrong way to do it. This is your safe, protected space. You can come into stillness now for deep rest, deep nourishment. Feel the body become heavy, sinking into the mat. Release the body. Feel supported by the mat and the earth. And now allow your awareness to travel through the body, simply feeling each part as it's mentioned, welcoming all sensation just as it is, bringing the awareness down the left side of the body, through the left leg, into the left foot, into the toes of the left foot. Noticing the ball of the foot, the heel, just as they are in this moment. the left ankle, the calf of the left leg, the left knee, the left thigh, allow your awareness to take in the left leg as a whole. And now moving down the right leg into the toes of the right foot, the ball of the foot, the arch, just taking the right foot as it is in this moment. The right ankle, the right lower leg, the calf, the knee, the right thigh, the entire right leg. And now gently moving the attention, the awareness into the torso, the pelvis, the groin, the buttocks, the lower back, the abdomen, the organs inside the abdomen. Moving to the stomach, the rib cage, the lungs, the heart, the collarbone, the upper back, become aware of the shoulders, and now the awareness moving down the left arm to the fingers, the palm of the hand, the back of the hand, forearm, elbow, the upper arm, the left arm as a whole. Allow the attention to move across the chest and down the right arm into the fingers of the right hand, the back of the hand, the palm of the hand, the wrist and the forearm. The elbow, the upper arm, and sensing the right arm as a whole. Becoming aware of the neck, all of the muscles, the breath passing through it, moving up to the head, the jaw, the face, the area around the eyes, the forehead, the sides of the head, the ears, the scalp, and to the extent it's possible, the brain inside the head. And now moving deeper inside. Perhaps to an intention or a resolve, the sankalpa. Based on your heart's wish. A positive statement in the present tense. I am at ease. I am peaceful. I am love. Your own intention and affirmation. And holding that intention, expand your awareness to include the entire body again. From the head, the neck, the back, the shoulders and arms, the spine, the hips and the thighs, right down to the tips of the toes. Aware of this amazing organism in which we live. this whole body, breathing and functioning in this moment, thinking, feeling, imagining, present. And bring the awareness now to the breath, your natural breath, feeling the in-breath, noting the out-breath, the in-breath, and the out-breath. And on the next out-breath, imagine a wave passing through the body, carrying away tension, carrying away stress. And as you inhale, a fresh wave flows through your whole body, bringing calm to every cell. As you exhale, the wave flows downward through the body, carrying away fear. And each inhale is a fresh wave bringing serenity. Allow the wave to move over you and recede. Allow the wave to come and to go. And now let that go. Come back to the breath. Come back to the body. You may wiggle the fingers or toes. Return to the room, to this moment. Take your time. If you like to take a stretch, perhaps roll onto one side and rest for a few breaths. Take your time. take your time coming back to this moment. And when you're ready, when you're comfortable, meet me in a comfortable seated position. The back tall, the shoulders relaxed. Any comfortable position. You can remain lying down if that's better for you. And we'll now gather and send outward some of the boundless love and compassion that we may have encountered in the relaxation in the Yoga Nidra. And if that wasn't your experience, there's love and compassion somewhere there to be shared. So we'll begin our loving kindness meditation. And as always, we begin at home. It can sometimes be difficult for us to send compassion and loving kindness to ourselves, and that is where we begin. So we'll close the eyes and we will state the simple wish. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I live my life with ease. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I live my life with ease. And now we bring to mind someone who is dear to us, a loved one. They may still be among us, they may not. And we send out that wish for that loved one, that friend, that family member, that benefactor. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live your life with ease. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live your life with ease. We now imagine a person we have not really positive or negative feelings toward, a neutral figure, an acquaintance, a neighbor, a coworker. And we extend that same loving kindness. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live your life with ease. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live your life with ease. We now visualize someone with whom we may have difficulty. This can be tough. We're not condoning anything that anyone may have brought to us in the past. This is not saying that our feelings have changed or that anything is okay. This is simply offering to someone who we find it tough to send loving thoughts to. We're going to try. We're going to try. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live your life with ease. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live your life with ease. And we conclude by offering this simple wish, simple but profound wish, to all beings everywhere. We don't distinguish. There may be some beings we have an easier time loving, the whales, than others, the cockroach. But we challenge ourselves to expand our circle of love and compassion, starting with ourselves, outward to all beings. So to all beings we say, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live your life with ease. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live your life with ease. It's been my privilege and my joy to share this practice with you this evening. May the work that we have done together here be to the benefit of all beings. Om Shanti. Have a very nice evening, morning, day, whatever it is where you are. And thank you again for joining me.